authors, Sunsparks and Onic PH. We, the audience, let's go on the play here. Sunsparks taking out Popple and Koopa and Claude. On the other end, it's Onic PH not wanting to see JP's Ling. All right, so at least they're targeting cores first.
Yeah, I mean, like what we've already mentioned from the past days so far. In terms of experimenting, I think that would have been good for the regular seasons and for the earlier days of the playoffs. But here, fighting for the title, I think both of the teams will really go comfortable in terms of what they do best. In terms of cheeky picks, I think there are two factors that we have to consider. Number one is if they are 101% confident that they could pull this through. Number two, if they are going to go off guard, I think it's not going to extend as to a Roger or a Clint pick. I think they will be sticking that cheeky picks up until Hanzo. But that's my take on this time around.
I just have to say, Leo, it's your boy Baloy.
Yep, it's your boy Baloy.
Your boy Baloy. They didn't go for the Selena.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, how do you feel about that switch up? They were highlighting the Selena, obviously a very Baloy hero, but they instead go for the Valier.
It kind of hit me that Onic PH don't really give that much priority in terms of getting the Selena because the Thams is open. They like the Thams more.
Yep, give it to Dilar.
Just give it to Dilar. But if we pick Valier, we have control over the Thams. If they pick up the Thams, that will be good for us. And at the same time, they do not go for the Selena. So the Selena here is, kind of a sure way to, kind of a sure pick for Sunsparks if they wanted to. But right now, they would make changes a bit. So they would just go straight for Hylos and X-Borg. This is a formidable combination for your first two picks on the side here for Sunsparks. This is a really good setup, Leo and Seiya.
Yeah.
Actually, by the way we're talking about it now and the way Onic PH is responding to that, it seems like Selena is a deterrent. Both teams can obviously pick him up. Both teams can play her very well, but it's a game of I know you know. So instead, Sunsparks here just wants to rally and jockey for position. Instead, plays the Valier, and luckily enough, as well, locks down the Hylos. So there's no counter there. Obviously, the Torrent interacts very well with or against Hylos because you're able to push back the onslaught of the four-legged centaur man with a carpet. But as we go into the second phase of banning here, Kimmy taken up by Onic obviously does not want to see the wombo combo of Kimmy and Hylos. What's lacking on the side of Sunsparks still is JP's hero.
Yes.
What do you think the choice of core here is gonna be? Hanzo is still very possible.
It is possible because this is a good call for Onic PH really denying that Kimmy pick, since that is that can really do well, even though there is no marks for play. I think they could just replace it with a better core damager at play. But here for the side of Onic PH, Cho is pretty decent.
Hold up. That's an interesting pick. Butters, I could have sworn that the side lanes were set for Onic PH with the Thams and the Jawhead. But Seiya, as you were talking, I'm sorry, where do you think this Cho's gonna go?
This is a deny pick for Kilowash. They got
Against
two
Kilowash,
of They got two of the best heroes of Kilowash, and they just deny it right now. It's probably Sunsparks thinking, what do I give to my star offlaner? It was a deny pick. It's 100% deny pick, and they go for the safe route. They just go for the Bruno funnel. Okay, this is very cheeky, to be honest.
It's
I
basic,
haven't seen
bro.
a
It's
Bruno.
basic.
Yes.
I haven't seen a Bruno in quite some time now, but they just go for it, and who knows? It works just because they denied a lot of JP's heroes. So just go for Bruno. It's safe.
All right. As we wait for Onic here with bated breath, will they give Venus, the 5th slot, Sicilian, and indeed they do. Ladies and gentlemen, here is your lineup for game 1. We're set. Butters and Seiya, digest what just happened here. I think Onic PH, that deny pick on the show, it might be too much playing into Sunsparks. Like, they respect Kilowash a little, maybe too much, and that might bite them in the behind. But I'd like to think they know what they're doing. So, real quick predictions. What do you think is going to happen here in game 1? Whose side are you on?
Onic PH, they cannot lose the early game just because they don't have a tank. They focused a lot on the course and they just wanted to keep on denying the heroes. As long as they have control of the early game, it's going to be easy for them to convert this into a win. But for the side of Sunsparks, it's a basic lineup. It's a simple lineup, but they are put in a position where they are not comfortable with their picks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will agree because there are a lot of more tankier heroes open. So for this game, to me, I'll go with the comfort Onic.
All right. Well, I must say, well said, both of you. And I'm going to give the Sunsparks the benefit of the doubt. You know, they're not comfortable, but it's a safe lineup. With that being said, let's throw it over to our casters, Rockhart and Nomad, to call the action. Take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the table has been set. It's time for the grand finals, and I am glad I'm not part of the analyst desk because I just want to enjoy some good Mobile Legends action here in a best-of-5 series between Sunsparks and Onic PH. And of course, we are going to be delivering the action. I am Nomad. Alongside with me is Rockhart. And how are you feeling today, my guy?
Well, this is it. Again, this is what we've been working for the past how many weeks already? Like almost half of the year. No pandemic is gonna stop us from getting into the brass tacks. Who is the best in Mobile Legends here in the Philippines? And Onic PH and Sunsparks, what are you guys doing? They're really crazy right now on the draft.
Yeah, the draft is just way all over there. It looks so familiar. It looks so comfortable for them, for both of these teams. And I kind of have to agree with Butters there that Sunsparks, it's a comfortable draft, but they're not comfortable playing this setup. And I PH game, D-Lar is going to be losing that fight. And as well as Green, as Sunsparks secure a 1-for-1 trade there in the mid lane.
Be it for the meantime. Again, Yaknu looks like he's gonna be next on the docket. Might get toasted to death here. Kilowash on level 2 has so much damage output on that X-Borg. Another one going to the blue.
Man, the boys in blue, the boys in yellow. I'm just looking forward to see how this is going to happen because that's going to be the ejection onto Green. Once again, Onic PH is going to be following it up with a kill. Wise is the crucial linchpin here for the victory.
What's happening? Why are people sleeping right now? What, like, they are giving away free stuff here. Again, JP, there's a big difference between a carry and a Bruno. You know, carry needs to proc all of those light wheels in order for the damage to really sink in. But JP only needs 2. That's what we're gonna see here, though, as D-Lar might be in a bit of danger here. Jay is gonna be the one to be left behind. He's only level 4, cannot do anything. Another kill for Sunsparks. Is looking really good here so far for the Bruno.
Yeah, we're gonna have a slobber knocker here if both of these teams just keep on fighting left and right. If they continue this, it's going to be hard to tell who's going to get the initial spike in terms of, you know, achieving the items. And as I say that, Iakno and KLVJ going to be in a bit of a scuffle. The Jeet Kundo will be knocking KLVJ up. Not going to be a full commitment here, but Jay and Wise are going to think otherwise. As I say that, oh my Venus, low on HP as Sunsparks try their best to salvage the top lane. They will not be able to secure the crab there, and Greed just pays a price for overstaying his chase there onto Oh My Venus.
Wave of the World really did some damage there, and combined with of course all of these firepower that we have on the side of Sunsparks, I'm actually a little scared here for Onic PH. So this early game might definitely just belong to Sunsparks all over, especially as long as they keep that buff on JP. If he has that red buff, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and all JP and Greed needs to do is just provide some damage. They don't need to burst anyone down right away. They just need to soften them up, soften them up and let the damage sink in.
And if you're looking at the composition of Sunsparks and Onic PH, well, wait, I will not continue that because there was an ejection there by Jay, not really converting it into a kill, but they do convert it into a turtle take. Wise, dangerously low, does not want that to happen. Reflection and Kilowash are going to be able to survive there. There goes the Divine Judgment onto Dilar. Dilar's going to be paying the price there as Oh My Venus tries to pick up the pace here. Gives out a lot of damage onto JP. JP's on the back line. Dilar will be taking out JP. Complete disengage. All for the turtle buff. Iyaku's going to be joining in on this fight.
Done yet? That's a 3-man knockup, but the follow-up damage is not there at all. So it looks like Onic is going to have to turn tail here with the rest of the team going for Reflecia, picking up the kill on the high loss. Pretty much needed. And now they're a little bit in the goal lead here, which is a huge comfort for Wise on the carry.
I kind of want to see how the gold lead is for Wise versus JP as soon as the graph shows up so that we can get a sense of how effective the funneling is for both of these teams. But really, all for a turtle. That's a commendable feat for Onic PH. They did manage to secure the buff. It didn't last long onto Wise because immediately Sunsparks recognized that they need to immediately go for a carry so that she wouldn't be able to dish out damage onto the turtle. Looking at the replay, despite securing the turtle, just like what we said, Wise just overstayed his welcome. Reflection and Kilowatt did a good job focusing out on Wise there.
Honestly, there was a time where Sunsparks, almost everyone was like below 20-30%, and I think that's the one here. And there was a small window where maybe if Onic was a little bit scarier. Oh, look at this! Another great Divine Judgment from KLVJ. Enables him to kill as we were just reviewing that. Whoa! With the dragon into the team. You know what? That's a great throwback. You know what? Iaknu pushes Greed back to Onic. You know, maybe that's a little bit of a subtle hint. You know, maybe it's time to get back to where you belong. I don't know. Maybe. But as I was saying, this is exact. There were some moments where Onic PH could have done a cleanup, but they hesitated because of the lack of vision, and because of that, Sunsparks was able to get away with a very greedy play.
Very greedy indeed, and I know it's been an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth type of gameplay here for Sunsparks and Onic PH. This bottom lane turret's gonna go down, but this tier 2 turret's gonna go down as well as KLVJ with a good Wave of the Dragon from Iaknu. Tier 2 turret's gonna go down. Onic PH is still maintaining their monitor as the gods up macro because Sunsparks, they're barely struggling taking down this tier 2 turret here on the bottom lane. They're overstaying their welcome. Green is going to be taken out there by Wise. They're focusing all their attention here on the inhibitor turret. It's going to be forcing Sunsparks back, providing a lot of space for Onic PH to reestablish control over the map. As I say that, Kilowatt might be next in line here.
Power play here from Onic PH. They really muscled their way into the enemy. And one more hit. If the tank only survived one more hit, that's already inhibitor turret down at 6 minutes. Oh my god. These guys have to take it easy.
Sunsparks, they need to match the gods up macro. Onic PH really showing how much of a command that they have in this game. I'm gonna have to commend Oh My Venus for the calls and the rotates as well. If you're looking at the map most of the time, it's just Onic PH making sure that they're near objectives, and if there's any opponents standing in their way, they take them out, convert it into another objective take.
It's gonna be happening over and over again later on for sure. Now Sunsparks feel like they're on the back foot. Onic PH, despite having supposedly a kind of late game composition as well, they'll be able to do something here against Sunsparks with everyone being very, very visible on the map right now.
Except for Dilar, who's just doing his job, making sure he's split pushing, dividing the attention of Sunsparks there.
this is part of what the panel
Next
was
turtle.
talking about as well. Like, comfort pick on D-Lar, almost everyone in Onic got their comfort pick, and they're going with it, right? So, should be very interesting to see. Again, Turtle will go over to Onic. Very interesting to see how this game is progressing from a pretty Sunsparks oriented lineup.
Yeah. And there goes another eject on to Kilowash, and Kilowash will be falling down. No, Rafflesia just in time with the glorious pass away, and Onic PH may have just bitten the wrong spoon here. I don't know if that's the right way to say it, because that's going to be Dig going down. It's going to be a trade though as Rafflesia almost falls down. Finally does. Onto the hands of Wise. D-Lar's going to be in the back line, so has the sights. Gonna jump right in. JP's going to go down, and Retali's going to be popped there as well as the last Insanity. Kilowash on his own in a 1v2 here over the top lane. I don't think he's going to survive that. And this is going to be an easy push by Onic PH, eliminating that inhibitor turret.
Dude, what the heck? Do you see the power of D-Lar there? And even though Oh My Venus went down, did you see the amount of damage that he was putting on the map with just a lollipop? What do these guys have for breakfast? I want me some of that.
Don't make me hungry. I have not eaten because I am so hyped for this grand finals. But man, they are really making it work. They're putting in the work here. Onic PH, if you're going to be looking at Wise's worth right now,
Right.
he's 7,000. The rest of his team is at 5,000, 6,000. Sunsparks, they pale in comparison. But let's have a look at that fight again. Go through the blow by blow here. All of the knock-up, all of the hold skills. Man.
Look at what Venus is doing whenever Sunsparks just goes together. I mean, they got a bit of answer, but overall, the cleanup, once it arrived, they could not actually convert into anything. And Kilowash, despite it looking like a really bad gank on Kilowash, they turned it around.
They turned it around, but they paid the price. That was a wipeout for Sunsparks, though. That's the, that's the wipeout for Sunsparks. Not gonna be feeling good about that, as the gold deficit right now is 6,000. Making sure that actually JP is not getting as much money as he wants.
And what they're doing to JP is actually pretty solid, but despite that, I feel like JP still has a lot of damage to give, as long as they can get into a good position. What's happening here is KLVJ and Rafflesia, they're catching opponents, but the damage is just not enough. Maybe because, Onic PH's lineup is also just very difficult to keep on the ground. It's very difficult to keep them locked into one position for a long time. That's why JP can't get 2 hits on a single target.
Yeah, and the fact that Onic PH is also just trying to split the attentions here of Sunsparks, just split pushing. Sunsparks will not ever be in a good position to go into a team fight, because they have to deal with either Iaknu or D-Lar split pushing the lane if they want to win.
And that's going to be happening over and over again. Oh my gosh. It's going to be Unstoppable Force onto Felicia. Forces the glorious pathway. Everyone is waiting, using that movement speed just in case. Oh, what Venus? Oh no! Oh my Venus! What is this? What? Look, Sicilian! Did you? We need a replay of that later, please. What happened? I'm sorry about that. What happened there? Hello?
Venus?
Balance team.
Hello?
So one hit, it went to 10% HP. I don't know who that was. He died right away.
Moonton, you guys better nerf Oh My Venus now, because he's completely at 3, 1, and 11. Completely unstoppable with that damage output, and Wise is just going to be coming up on top with just the pinwheels left and right. And this doesn't look like a Sunsparks game anymore. Onic PH, they're going in on a strong start here against Sunsparks. They're focusing on the turret, on the base. Rafflesia won't be able to do anything else. Game number 1 is going to go to Onic.
I need a replay of that. Please, whoever's on prod right now, please replay on that last one. It wasn't even a team fight. It was just a pickoff. So you see, Oh My Venus is like really angry. Like, that's how you one-hit someone. It was funny. That's how you one-hit someone.
Is it even considered a pickoff? I think it was just a poke.
That was just a poke. It was not even like a literal pick-off. He just wanted to throw some bats on the enemy. The enemy caught it. The enemy almost evaporated. And what I'm gonna try to analyze later is how he got to that point where he was super strong. Itemization-wise, nothing special for sure. Like, if we'll see it later,